Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of our Pentagon challenge. We're still with Kanazawa, of course, into our fourth season now. Our third season with this club. Since the last episode, that 2-2 draw was the last game you saw. We played Nara away from home, unfortunately a 2-0 loss, and then a 4-2 win at home. Fujimori, the youngster, getting a hat-trick, 2 early goals and 1 late goal. Henry Iosha on the score sheet as well. We walked away 4-2 winners, quite comfortable there. And they were fourth in the league as well. They now, as you can see, they've dropped to 9th. We are in 7th, but as you can see, there's 4 teams on 20 points. Tokyo just above us on 20 as well. Then above them, you've got Kofu 21, Omiya 22, Yamagata 23, Makida 24, and then there's a big gap to Toshigi up top. But of course, if we look at the games played, they range from 11 to 14 games played. So it's very tight up the top of the table. So hopefully we can get back into the playoffs. But we have got a week's break in between games now. Mostly anyway. There's a couple midweek games coming up. We've still got the All Japan Cup coming as well once it gets to that stage when we join. But we've got a full-strength team going into the next game. As you can see, the team has got loads of chemistry now. Links between pretty much every player other than the goalkeeper, who is a new signing. But our 2 centre-backs are now linking, along with the full-backs as well. So that is good news. So let's go straight into this game. Exactly the same lineup as I had in the previous game. The 2-0 loss, I had to rotate this team. I did skip over the opponent's team, but it's not like we know any of the players anyway, so not the end of the world. But here we go then, and we do go 1-0 up. Buanika, top scorer in the league. I think he's a couple goals ahead of second place as well, but he gets another one to add to the tally. That's his 11th league goal of the season, and he's made it 12. 12 goals for the season. Puts us 2-0 up in the first 15 minutes. Buanika again on the score sheet. This team is looking good. You never know, guys. We might be fighting for the playoffs come the end of the season. We're only about a quarter of the way through this season, though. So still a long way to go. And we are playing a team that are quite low in the table. But if we get through this one, we add another 3 points to our total. Things are going to look good for the second half of this season. He's going to get sent off here. And he is. Tagami, they're right back, has been sent off. Now we've got a pacey winger. So do we go down the left-hand side? Let's try it out. Why not? Let's focus the passing down the left-hand side where Fujimori is. Of course, he's got 20 pace. So let's try and play down that left-hand side. See what we can do. Of course, the right back has been sent off. They've put someone on to replace him, of course, but obviously will be a backup. Kobayashi picking up a yellow as well. Oh, we nearly concede there. If we do concede, it's going to be tight going into the last couple of minutes. But Fujimori with a chance. Double save by the keeper. Let's make a couple of substitutions. We'll bring on Akira. We'll take off Kobayashi as well, who's on a yellow. Anyone else that we bring off? I think we probably leave it for now. Let's bring on actually Hirigaya, our new signing. We paid a lot of money for him, so we need to get our money's worth. We'll actually bring off Buanika at striker, just to make sure he doesn't get any injuries. We'll go defensive as well. Quarter of an hour left of this game then, against 10 men, at home against the team quite low in the table. 2-0 up. We should comfortably see this one out. And here we are with a goalkeeper. And they've got one back. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That is not what we wanted to see. That is probably the last thing we want to see. 2-1. Not long left of the game to go. Let's go to time wasting. Let's change it back to mixed. That left-hand side obviously isn't working, but 5 minutes left to go. Fujimori wins us a corner. Oh, Oh, I thought they were going to counter us then. I'm going to make the final substitution. Hiraga, bring on Suabaki for Hiraga. We'll go to contain. And that should hopefully waste enough time. We've got the free kick as well. And, oh, we get a goal. Akida puts us 3-1 up, and that wraps it up in the 95th minute, 3-1. To be fair, we should have won the game by 2 goals comfortably anyway. We made it squeaky at the end. But 3-1 winners, we will happily take that. Of course we will. And that puts us up to 4th as it stands. But of course, there's teams that played less than us. There's teams that played more than us. So we are looking good at the moment. Of course, still a long way to go. I'm going to play a few more games off camera. We've got some difficult games coming up as well. And I will return for the second game of this episode. So a few more games down and a few points we dropped along the way as well. 2 draws, 2 losses and 1 win since the last game you saw. A 3-3 away at Gunma, a hat-trick by Bwaneka. Careful. 4-2 loss. There we had a 2-1 win. Not 89th minute goal by Tales. A 1-1 draw and a 4-2 loss. So going into the game against Oita at home, we are favourites for this one. Hopefully we do win it. We are sitting in 8th position. This game takes us halfway through the season. 19 games played. We'll be halfway there. So if we can get a win and get up to 31 points, which the bottom team is in the playoffs at the minute, that could really help with us. But as you see, the table is so tight as it stands at the moment. Table's so tight, it's hard. Tokyo have dropped all the way to 10th. They were fighting at the top of the table. They're dropped all the way to 10th. This is how tight the table is. If we go down, Oita are in 16th. Of course, we are at home, so we should be winning. Although we have had to rotate the side for this one. This is how we are going into the game. We have got Yamamoto coming in at centre-back for Henry Aoya. Wantabe is in for Moon Inji at left-back. Kobayashi, the centre midfielders, dropped to reserves because looking at the fitness, 86 fitness, not really ideal, and a yellow card. So this is the game to rest the players. Sujita has moved to the left-hand side just because he gets the link to Yamamoto. Hirigaya comes in at centre midfield. Yamada in at right wing. Bwaneka is on 93 fitness as well going into this one. So hopefully we can get a few goals ahead and rest him. Although I forgot to check, but I think we have got a week break until the next game. I think so, and I hope so. But that's the main focus, is picking up 3 points here, because I really want to get the playoffs this year at least. Because this is our 3rd season with the team. We just get no money to build this team. Of course, we've got a few high value players now. The wingers are valued at over $1 million. We picked up a few very good free transfers in the transfer window. Of course, Tales, central attacking midfielder, very good player, very high rated. But Wanaka's looking good. So we've picked up some valuable players which you can sell and try and rebuild again. But I don't want to keep rebuilding in the 2nd division of this league. I want to either get promoted and try and solidify ourselves and get some more finances, or finish high and get a move to a bigger club with better finances and, of course, more opportunities for us to build a better squad. Because when we come into this team, if you haven't seen the previous episodes and the previous seasons, when we joined this squad, we had no money at all to rebuild. So we've done well with what we've had. We've been fighting quite high up the table. When we first joined, after the first half of the first season, we were sitting in a relegation zone, and we went on a really good run of form. So we've done well since then. But we would really like to be up in Division 1, of course. We want to get the Champions League. But let's try and make some subs here. So Onohara will bring on. Bwaneka, 77 fitness, but it's still 0-0. I mean, we need him. He's our big goal scorer. So ideally we need him. We'll bring on Fujimori at the left wing spot. And maybe Aikida for Yamada. And we'll put Tales on the wing, actually. We'll go for that. 3 substitutions. 20 minutes left to play. Still 0-0. Come on, let's get a goal here. We really could do with a win. A win would be very nice to move us back up towards the playoffs. 90th minute now. Come on, Fujimori, down the wing. Wins a free kick. I'm not going to make substitutions. We haven't got time to waste to do that. We've got 4 minutes added on, but it's taking so long to take this free kick. And it's wasted in the end. And that is going to be that. So 0-0. This final result, which is a poor, we should have been winning this game. Poor result. 0-0. Unfortunately, wasn't meant to be today. So that means we'll drop down to 8th by looks, and we've got the All Japan Cup. So I'm going to skip through this so we see who we are playing. So we'll be playing Tokyo, a difficult game. Oh no, sorry, what is that? Oh, that Tokyo game's been rearranged. We'll be playing at home to Murutaka. Where are they? They are in the Nippon Soccer League. Okay, so they're a semi-professional team. So that means we will be able to rest players for those fixtures. And that isn't coming up for a little while. So we do have a week break where we will be playing Tokyo away from home. Another very difficult game. Hopefully we can pick up some wins after that, though. A few 1s and 2s. And then, of course, the cup game that we'll be able to rest some players in if we need be. Although we do have a week break after that. So we'll go all out for the game against Tokyo on the Wednesday. And then we'll play a slightly relaxed team in the cup game. It's just one game as well. No legs in this cup, which is nice. What's the rules? Does it go to extra time or is it a replay? So extra time if the score's a level. So that's good news. That means we don't have any replays. But as it stands, halfway through the season, we are on 29 points. We are 2 points off of the playoffs, which I would have thought we'd been further away after that draw. But we're just 2 points off of Yamaguchi, who have played an extra game as well. Tokyo are down in 10th, who have got next, and then the next Tokyo are up in 5th. So a difficult run in the end of the season. If we can reach the playoffs, that is the goal for this year. I know the board just expects us to finish mid-table, but we want to get the playoffs. If we don't get promoted, then possibly I'll try and get a job at the league above so we can try and push on with this series. But if you guys have enjoyed this episode and you are enjoying this series, please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment, let me know that you are enjoying it and any suggestions you want to see in the series. But thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another video.